Hi, it's Laura Hewitt here. I just wanted to show you how I did this acrylic redesign to go from this beautiful sunflower set, which was probably one of my favourites, to go to this purpley set with sort of a glitter marble nail, colour ombre, purpley ombre and a glitter fade on the foam. So yeah, this is the nails, and she comes in every 2 weeks, so there wasn't a lot of growth on this nail and I was just a bit disappointed to have to take them off because I absolutely love them. So I'm just going to go in with my e-file to take off the colour. I think this averages about 2 minutes a nail, I want to say, so it's not long. Maybe a minute and a half a nail, I'm not really sure, but the whole process to take off the colour usually takes around 15-20 minutes, something like that. So I'm just gonna whip this colour off, and then after I've done this, I'm just gonna get my old oh my god, I can't even speak today. It's quite early in the morning when I'm filming this, so well, when I'm speaking over it. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my old pair of cuticle clippers in a second and just nip off any of that acrylic that's lifted, and then I'm going to infill it with clear because I always lay a clear base, and that's what I am filing back to. So this, obviously what you see emerging through the colour as the colour comes off, this is a clear blade. Here we go, the clear base that I always lay. And that's just so because I always end up doing redesigns on clients. They always want redesigns. So yeah, it's just easy to file back to. Otherwise, if you didn't, you'd literally be filing back to the natural nail, which, yeah, you don't really want to be touching that with your e-file. Or any file, really. You don't really want to be trying to scrub off the colour on a natural nail. So yeah, I always lay a clear base, and also it's the strongest acrylic as well, because it's got no pigment in it, so it's just the strongest acrylic. So I want that touching that natural nail, adhering to it. So I have infilled, like I said, I explained, I infilled, nipped off all the lifted acrylic, and then I infilled with clear and did all the prep as usual of a normal infill. And now I'm just going in with, I think it's called Sorcery. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a full glitter nail on this one. I actually found this quite hard to cover the nail properly with. I don't know if it's just me who struggles with glitters, because they're probably the easiest thing to put on, but I just end up like missing bits of the nail and having to go back on and just stick like little bits of glitter. As you can see around that whole right side of the nail, there's literally no glitter on there. But yeah, I find glitter a little bit tricky for some reason. I just sort of have to keep going back in, and it actually probably takes me longer than a coloured acrylic nail, which I'm pretty sure that makes me slightly alien. So yeah, that's the finished glittery nail. And with this one, I'm going to do a white and purple glittery marble nail. So I always go and do the cuticle bit first. And with marble, it's brilliant. You literally can't really make a mistake. You can make a mistake because you can put too much colour in it, or you can put too much like swirliness in it, and then it just looks a little bit messy, which, yeah. But I think with marble, less is more. So what I'm doing is I'm running the glitter through it while the white's still wet. So that's why I don't do a full nail, because I don't want it just like to dry. So I put very, very, very wet beads of the white, the base colour, which is the white in this instance. And then before it dries, while it's still really, really wet, I'll just run with the side of my brush some of the glitter or the colour, whichever you're using for this marble. And yeah, so then it'll sort of like set into the wet white. It would help if I actually put the acrylic on the right side of my brush there. I don't know if you saw that. Well, do you know what? I like leaving mistakes in videos because we're all human, and I'm not gonna like just edit out all my mistakes because I also want to show you how I rectify them. In that case, I was just a bit silly and I kind of was looking at the video and I turned my brush upside down instead of, I was too busy looking at the camera. So yes, I'm putting very, very wet white beads, and then the glitter sort of just like sets into it really nice instead of like sitting on top of it. So yeah, that's my marble nail. And this one, well, actually, speaking about talking about not editing mistakes out, I made a huge mistake on this, which I'm pretty sure every nail tech will feel the pain in this video. So much pain, I actually had to put a few emojis in this video. So I'm literally just putting the colour on right now. I feathered it back, and then I'm just tapping all the way down the nail, making sure them side walls are tucked in and shaping it as I go. But in a minute, what I stupidly do is wipe my brush in the glitter part of, when I'm wiping my brush, wipe my brush in the glitter of the paper towel, and I tap it, and I leave glitter on the nail. Yeah. On an ombre as well. Something that needs to be blended beautifully. So I'm just like, oh, how am I going to get this off now? But luckily, it was on like the top sort of residue of the monomer sat on top of the nail. So I just sort of use my brush to like gently scrape it off because, I mean, oh my God, like, you know, it's an ombre nail. It needs to be blended nicely. And then I just put glitter on the blend part of it, the nail. Absolutely devastated. But yeah, so I managed to save the nail and I left it in because obviously I wanted to show you the rookie mistake I made. And a bit on the skin there, just shove that off there, yeah. See what I mean? I could just edit all this out and just look flawless, but no. I'll leave it in because mistakes happen. And they are usually, 9 times out of 10, very, very easily rectified. So that is my colour ombre nail. Well, it will be when I've finished it, but I'm just sort of leaving it to dry and then I'm going to go back in with the pink. With this nail, I'm kind of doing like a rose quartz, but like a purple quartz. I don't think that's a thing. I may have just made it up, but just go with it. So I'm doing a really thin, wet layer of purple, because I want it to be quite see-through. I just want this to be like a really sheer base, which it is because you can see through the nail. This one is, oh, this isn't a glitter fit, it's a glitter ombre. So I'm just doing this like any other colour ombre, and just putting my bead on and then feathering it back up and then just sort of moulding it down the nail. Again with glitter, I always have to go in and touch it up. I love glitter. I'll always have a place in my heart for glitter, but we don't get on that well. Touching it up. Touching the glitter up. So this is back to the rose quartz nail, the purple quartz nail. So I've just put, I'm using quite bright white in this and also a really, really sheer pink. So you've just seen me put a very, 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 very wet bead of the sheer pink on. That's because it, almost just like the marble, I want the white to blend into it a little bit. So I put it on, run the white through the nail, and then I tapped it to sort of blend it. And I'm going back in now with the sheer pink base as well. I'm using negligee for this as well. And this is just going to give it sort of like a 3D look to the nail, which you can't really see on the camera, but you can in person. It's the same with any rose quartz nail. It's not great. They're not filmed very good. And I'm just going to do a couple of layers of this. So I'm not going over to the same bit of white. I'm just running the white through like any other part of the nail. And then once I've done that, I'm going to put another sheer pink on. And you just sort of build it up in layers, very thin layers, because you don't want the nail to be huge and bulky. Excuse me if I'm coughing through this video as well. I've got a touch of hay fever. Not nice to listen to, I do apologise. So yeah, this is the sheer pink again. I don't know if you can see very well on this nail, but it gives sort of like a 3D effect. But if you know how to do a rose quartz nail, then it's literally just that, but with, instead of putting your pink sheer sort of base on first, you just put in a different colour. You haven't actually tried this with like a dark colour base. I bet that'd look really, really cool. I shall try this. So yeah, I'm just putting some more white on. I think I do about 2 or 3 layers, usually with a rose quartz nail. I mean, a purple quartz nail in this case. Yeah, I'm just running it through a different way because, I mean, obviously a rose quartz doesn't follow any uniformed pattern. I'm just going to call it rose quartz. I keep calling it rose quartz, but you know what I mean. It's a purpley rose quartz. And then one final cap. I don't know if you noticed, but I left the last white I put on, I didn't tap it as much, so I left it a little bit more white. So you've got the other 2 layers that are very blended and wishy-washy and nice. And then the last layer, a little bit more white. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glitter through that purpley quartz, rosy quartz nail. I don't want that chunky bit. Get off the nail, chunky bit. I really like a bit of glitter running through either marble or quartz nails. I just think it makes it look really dainty and adds a little bit of that shebang to it. Again, there's not really any right or wrong way of doing this. I would just say on each layer of the quartz nail, it's just, well, less is more. So you don't want to put hundreds of lines, hundreds of white lines on each nail, because it'd just look like a patchy white mess, really, once you finish. So you just want literally a couple, maybe 2, maximum sort of 3 white lines on each layer, and then yeah, you'll get this really delicate nail. So I'm quite happy with that one, and I'm going to move back onto that ombre nail and just place my my pink bead. I always do it with just one bead around the cuticle. I just find that easier than putting 2. I know a lot of people put 2, they put 1 bead on the blend, then obviously blend it up, and then they do the cuticle bead and bring that over. I always do 1. However, I do wish I had have done 2, because it is July at the minute and the heat is ridiculous, which we all know sets our acrylic a lot faster. So it's just harder to work with. So I probably wish I'd have adapted it a little bit and done 2 beats, because I just think that would be a lot easier to blend. I mean, it did blend perfectly, it was okay, but I'd probably recommend, if you well, if you live in a hot country or if it's just warmer than usual, just sort of do 2 beads, because I did find myself having to, and not on this video maybe, but on my clients, I did find myself having to go back in with another smaller bead and things to just sort my blend out. Because of this wonderful weather we English are just not used to. We can't deal with it. So I'm just capping the nails now. I've sped this up, I speeded this up, I spode it up. No, that's definitely not right. Yeah, I made it go faster because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We have not got time to watch me capping. No way. You know how to cap. And if you don't, it's okay. I'll make a different video. But yeah, so this has already gone on for far too long. And I've taken far too much of your time up. So I am just, yeah, a sped. I'm pretty sure it's sped. I sped the capping up. As I said, it's quite early in the morning right now. And I'm still half asleep, so you have to excuse me. So yeah, that's a capped nail. As I've just been witching on, saying how I'm capping the nails. So now I'm filing. I am filing right now. So yeah, so I've capped the nails, everything's done, and I'm just going through and capping, and then giving it a bit of a buff, which I've also made faster, because you know how to buff. And then I'm just wiping the dust off, and this is the reveal, the top coat, the one we all love. I actually did like a really short nail reveal video for my Instagram. It was literally just like this. I think it was on the marble video, and it's like 3 seconds long. And I caught my husband watching it over and over again. And I was like, sweetheart, why are you watching my nail reveal videos? And he was like, Laura, I find this really relaxing to watch. And so yeah, my husband loves these nail reveal videos. This is the one. I literally like cropped this out for my Instagram, and yeah, he liked it. I mean, it's a good video. It's a good video. I'm not sure why I sound like Yoda then. It's a good video, it is. Oh dear, I amused myself. So yeah, so this is just that was the glitter marble nail. This is the colour ombre nail. I've probably I don't know if you can tell how much I love a nail reveal video, because I literally have done this for every single nail. I haven't like edited any of this out because I just thought it was beautiful. I was like, no, this needs to go in the video. It's perfect. It's beautiful. So we'll just all watch this. Feel free to fast forward. I'm just in awe. I just love a good nail reveal video. And that's the purple quartz nail that I made up, I think. And this is the glitter ombre. Beautiful. And there we have it. So now just pop those in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I'm going to put a few Swarovskis on. Just a couple, just to make it bling a little bit. Well, that's a big one. I didn't realise I used a big one like that. Yeah, so I'm just putting a big Swarovski and then 2 medium little Swarovskis on. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do, just for a little bit of added strength to keep those on, I just a top coat again, and I like push the top coat up to the crystals like that, just so it sort of surrounds them, and then I cure it. Never ever put your top coat over your crystals, because they just look rank, basically. They look horrible. So yeah, so then I cure it again with the gel coat pushed up against them. And that is the finished nails. I absolutely love these. And this is the finished photo that I took. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I would massively appreciate it. And give the video a like. If you want to see any more tutorial videos, please pop them in the comments and I will get them done soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.